Madam Chair, may I explain my vote? Today is my 32nd birthday, and I can't think of a better place than I'd rather be than the House Education Committee, once again, having my humanity being questioned, my motives being impugned, and this is yet another common occurrence in the Arizona State Legislature. LGBTQ Arizonans are routinely used as political footballs. While we have heard that this is a debate about whether or not pornography should be taught in our schools, the reality is not one person here has or will advocate for allowing pornography in our schools. My line of questioning was to point out the way that this bill is written is overly broad. For 28 out of the 32 years that I've been alive, it was illegal for my community to be mentioned in Arizona public schools. The LGBTQ agenda has been brought up, and let me tell you, the LGBTQ agenda is simple: to be treated with dignity and with respect, and to be given the opportunity to succeed just like every other Arizonan. This bill does not accomplish that. What this bill does is once again try and erase the LGBTQ community from Arizona public schools under the guise of protecting children. Children keep being used as footballs for politics. Not once did we have conversations about how we address the shortage of teachers. Not once have we had the conversation about how we address the shortage of counselors for things like mental health in our schools. And yet here we are debating whether or not, once again, to reinstitute a bill that would disallow us from having conversations about the LGBTQ community. My questions were simple. If the sponsor did not mean for this to be the intent of the bill, then let's remove it. And he wouldn't agree to that simple amendment. I get that. But for me, it is really upsetting that once again, I am in the position, there are 4 openly gay members of the legislature out of 90. We are a minority within a minority. And yet we keep having to stand up and fight for not just our rights, but for the rights of countless Arizonans who can't be here. Having my motives impugned is a daily occurrence in this body. But I do it because for 28 years, my existence wasn't acknowledged in Arizona public schools. If you were in a position where your existence couldn't be discussed, would you be upset? Yes. So do I get catty? 100%. I am upset. I am disgusted that once again, we are in the position where we are having to have this conversation. But again, thank you for having this wonderful gift for my 32nd birthday. I hope that the sponsor will actually look and work with stakeholders to remove this language, because again, this bill is not what he is selling it as. This bill is an attempt to undermine the rights of the LGBTQ community once again, but I'm not surprised, because for my last 5 years that I've been here, it is a normal occurrence. So with that, I vote nay.